What's going on, Jet fans? Practice just concluded. Going to give you the bullet points. If you appreciate them, a thumbs up is an easy way to show it. And if you want them all summer long, you can subscribe to the channel. So first things first, I'm sure you've heard Dalvin Cook in the building at Jets practice. If he doesn't sign with the Jets at this point, this is one of the all-time ruses up there with Anthony Barr and Kirk Cousins and the rest of his Viking buddies. So it looks like Cook is going to be a Jet. Quan Alexander is not. He signed with the Pittsburgh Steelers yesterday. Some injury news. Randall Cobb was on the PUP. He's off the PUP. His ankle is ready to go. Allen Lazard back in teams. He returned to positional drills the other week, coming back from the leg injury, so now he's a full go. No Garrett Wilson, no JFM. Garrett Wilson had a brace on his ankle. He was out there off to the side. JFM dealing with a groin injury, according to Saleh. Neither of those seem to be too serious, so they should be good to go whenever they're going to bring him back slow. Mekhi Becton back at practice, working in team drills. Remember, the other week he came back, but only in positional drills. He was a full go again today. Jets offense, up-tempo per Robbie Sabo. A lot of quick yak-intended throws. CJ Uzama heavily involved in the screen game. I think we may have to wait a little bit on Rutgers season. I think Rodgers is going to heavily lean on these veteran tight ends because Conklin was his #1 targeted player again today with Garrett Wilson out. Consistent theme, though, remains that the first, second, third team offensive line cannot block the first, second, third team defensive line in any way, shape, or form in pass pro. Bam Knight, who might be fighting for his roster spot with the addition of Dalvin Cook seeming all but a formality. He had multiple explosive runs. Per Sabo, again, who's kind of been my go-to guy for these, if you want to check him out on Twitter. He's been the best back in camp so far, per Robbie Sabo. He's been the most complete, shifty. He can pass protect better than Michael Carter and rookie Izzy Abanikanda. So tough decisions for the Jets coming up soon in the running back room. I had Conklin, Hardman, and Lazard were the most targeted weapons from Aaron Rodgers. Lazard had a great twisting red zone touchdown catch over the head of Jordan Whitehead, who was playing great defense on him. And then in Lazard fashion, also had an easy drop right after that. He kind of makes amazing catches and then drops the gimmies. The only other drop on the day was from Mecole Hardman, who dropped a crosser from Zach Wilson that would have been a touchdown per our boy Richie from Jets Media, who was at practice. I didn't know any fumbles, not a lot of penalties. So the offense is getting cleaner. Overall, they just can't really block these guys. But Aaron Rodgers out there doing it by himself. Had sacks by Jermaine Johnson, Carl Lawson, and Will McDonald. Those sacks were given up by Mekhi Becton, Billy Turner, and Carter Warren. McDonald versus Warren, rookie on rookie crime, has just not been fair. You have a first-round pick versus a fourth-round pick. Defensive line usually comes in a little bit ahead of offensive line. Max Mitchell, whose name you just don't hear a lot, right? Whenever I keep talking about these sacks given up, it's the same names: Becton, Turner, Warren, not Max. That's a good sign. If I had to put money on it right now, I think the starting right tackle for the New York Jets on 9/11 is Max Mitchell. Some lower on the roster guys who stood out today: Alex Erickson, wide receiver, has seemed to build some nice chemistry with Zach Wilson on the second team offense. He's a slot receiver. He's a veteran. They also have been working him a lot on the kick and punt return game. Jamien Sherwood and Tony Adams seem to have those jobs be theirs to lose as the linebacker 3 and starting free safety. Adams has seemed to completely usurp Adrian Amos in that role. And unless anything changes, I think Adams is going to be starting week 1 as well. Greg Zuerlein, 9 for 10 on field goals, including 3 for 3 over 50 yards. So been a while since we went into a season with a good kicker and a good punter. Hey, it's the little things, right? If you want to talk about a couple of players on this team I think we should extend right now, you can check that out down below. We'll talk about tomorrow.